We've all lived the experience of staring with glassy eyes at a mandatory training module, waiting for a progress bar to finish. There is a collective assumption that as long as the video is running and our eyes are open, education is happening. We treat the act of pressing play as the finish line for learning. But any educational video only serves its purpose if it leaves you tangibly different. It must leave a permanent mark on your knowledge, your skills, or your behavior. When there is no mental resistance, there is no retention. This frictionless experience ensures the content will be forgotten the moment the screen goes dark. To actually extract learning from a screen, we have to redesign both the engineering of the video itself and the psychology of how we watch it. Before a creator ever hits record, they must align their format with the specific behavioral change they want to see in the viewer. For information transfer, creators use lecture, screencast, and microformats. To map out complex problems, the explainer format uses storytelling and animation. The most complex goals require scenarios and simulations, utilizing interactive decision trees to model proper behaviors in high-stakes settings. This contrasts with the how-to video, which is built for immediate execution. It uses a linear, step-by-step structure to show the viewer exactly how to handle a physical or practical task. If a creator chooses the wrong format for their learning objective, the lesson will fail before the editing process even begins. Once the format is set, the focus shifts to the internal engineering of the content. We have to look at the specific design traits that make a video actually work for the brain. Traditional education often relies on the idea that instructional videos require slow narration and long, lingering pauses to give the viewer time to think. However, viewers raised on modern digital media often lose focus when the pace slows down. High-speed, enthusiastic delivery creates a sense of momentum that mirrors our daily content habits, holding attention where a measured pace leads to a skip. This requires creators to follow the modality principle. It's a psychological guideline stating that people learn better from graphics and narration than from graphics, narration, and on-screen text combined. Removing that extra text prevents the viewer's visual channel from becoming overloaded. This map of the Netherlands from Source Image 4 uses dark gray arrows to point directly to regional names. Similarly, Source Image 5 uses bounding boxes to group countries into clear categories. These visual scaffolds guide attention and organize complex hierarchies instantly, avoiding verbal overload. A scientifically optimized edit manages the viewer's cognitive load. It forces the visual and auditory streams to work in tandem, making the absorption of complex facts a deliberate and smooth process. But even a perfectly engineered video is useless if the viewer remains a passive observer. No amount of optimization can force a distracted mind to retain information. The behavioral antidote to this passivity is the reaction video strategy. Recording a reaction to an instructional video demands the same level of cognitive rigor as taking a pen and physically annotating a complex text. The mechanics involve hitting that spacebar to pause the playback, asking critical questions aloud, and explicitly bridging the new content to things you already know. This strategy triggers a behavioral flip. It turns the act of watching from a passive intake of data into an active, high-stakes performance of understanding. Understanding requires both halves of the screen to work. The creator manages the cognitive load, and the viewer actively participates in the material. The creator's mandate is to pair clear theoretical explanations with vivid illustrative examples, while stripping away all audio-visual noise. The viewer's mandate is to use strategies that force participation, turning the screen into a mirror reflecting their own critical thinking. Video is not a shortcut to learning. When utilized correctly, it acts as one of the most rigorous educational tools we have. You can apply this framework right now. Head to the comments and start to critically analyze and react to the structure of this exact video.